So I get a lot of questions about Nibiru and Planet X because so many people think they're seeing Nibiru in the sky right now, and that this solar system is coming in, merging with ours. I don't subscribe to that because I believe that we're seeing a magnetic pole shift right now. What are the odds that the magnetic pole shift is happening right when this solar system comes into our solar system? And for that to happen, it would have to be some kind of catastrophic event that would destroy everything. Not just, "Oh, it's gonna be a rough time on Earth." It would destroy everything. Yeah, if you're talking about the physics that we're told apply to a solar system coming into our solar system and planets coming near our planets, I don't believe any of that. I think that we live in an electromagnetic torus field, and these lights that we see in the sky are bioluminescent spheres or nodes between the energetic ley lines or lines where these things cross. And it's odd that Nibiru actually means place of the crossing. So what I believe is that Nibiru is the place of the crossing, and it is when the electromagnetic field or the poles shift in the electromagnetic field. We're on the flat inert plane inside of the torus field we call our particular world, which is Earth because it's inert. It's an inert plane. That's what Earth is. It's inert matter on a flat plane inside of torus field after torus field after torus field, infinitely. And that's what the model of the universe is. So there is no other planet coming into our solar system if that's true. It would just be that everything is being magnified right now. And if you notice, when you see these pictures of these huge spheres in the sky, these big orbs, they don't look solid. It looks weird. It looks almost like plasma, right? And granted, you do see something that looks like two suns. I think these are reflections of our own sun and the moon, because they're inside of the torus field. The torus field is charging up. This is why you see stars that are so much brighter now. Everything is so much brighter. And the this magnetic pole shift is going to affect all of those things, all those bodies up there. It's going to create a discharge, an electrical discharge in the sky. And this happened before. So this is easy to validate because the ancient ancestors carved it into stone and showed us this is what it looks like when there's a discharge in the sky when we have a magnetic pole shift. And they've duplicated these images that look like little stick figures, right? They duplicated that in a lab using plasma and frequencies to show you, yeah, that is true. That's what it looks like. Exactly what it looks like. So what are the odds that Nibiru is coming right when there's magnetic pole shift? I think that's too much of a coincidence. I think that there is no actual big planet like that is a ball, right? Because see, remember the Sumerian gods, the Inki, they say they came from a watery abyss. Okay, the watery abyss is the waters above us, beyond us. The waters above and below are where we live inside of this vacuum, so to speak. We're the ones that are in the vacuum or the black hole area. And I just posted something where a scientist is up there talking, and he literally says this. He's like, well, what if we're actually in a black hole? Well, what do you think the black hole sun is? It's a black hole where energy is transformed from one state to the next. It's not just this bucket that you pour things into infinitely, and it holds, nothing but blackness. It's just a place where light is moving faster than the speed of light that we see with our eyes. That's all. So it's a transformer. That's why you have the movie Transformer, right? They're trying to make you think everything is about mechanics, like mechanical metal things, but the whole thing was about where we actually come from. And that's what I'm talking about when I say that people change the context to deceive you. But even though they're telling the truth, they're saying it in a different context, like the movie Godzilla that's coming out now, like Dune that's coming out now, the second Dune. All of these movies are telling you the truth, but in a different context, so that you don't really know they're telling you the truth. So everything that Sitchin was talking about when he was talking about the Sumerian gods and the Inki and all that, he changed the context to make it look like they were gods coming from another planet or solar system, when in fact, even if that were true, that doesn't even matter. That has nothing to do with you as a person, right? It has nothing to do with physics of the earth and the torus field and how things go through a magnetic pole shift. Um, so let's just call it what it is. It's a magnetic pole shift. We're seeing the results of that in the sky, and that there probably are beings, spiritual beings, that can assist us to ensure that the pole shift isn't as violent as it possibly could be. And this is why I'm saying this, because this is the most important part. Do not go into a state of fear over this. It's one thing to go, wow, what's happening? It's a mystery. Let's figure this out. This is so cool. And another to go, what's going to happen? Oh my God, we're all going to die. Is that what you're saying? Because I get a lot of messages like that. Are you saying we're all going to just be shaken up and spit out and die? And, as I've said many times, we all die eventually, so there's no point in worrying about that. If shit happens, then shit happens. Your job is to remain in a state of peace and love and spread love while you're here as long as you can. And if you want to figure out all these mysteries of the world, go for it. Do whatever you want to do, but don't worry about the future and don't worry about the past, because it is what it is.